This is the long map, is what I like to think of it as. It's just so long. All the distances to for conflict are so far away from each other. So it can be pretty annoying for either side to really initiate an attack. And it can be also really annoying if someone proxies you because they negate that distance you're kind of expecting. Well, the winner of this match is going to go on to play Rennie. So Muvlove going straight for Infested, no fucking around. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Wait. Okay, Summer. Thank goodness. Wow. Okay. Summer went with Swarm, and Muvlove here is going with Infested, so there will at least be some variation. Well, straight for the early hatchery for Summer, playing Swarm. You can see the little fucking drone playing with the minerals there. That is kawaii. Look at him! He's playing with minerals! That's nice. Alright. The Infested build that never gets broken because Infested commanders are OP. I'm gonna check Twitch chat because who cares? Nothing here is going to work. Well, not too much being said actually. We still got our lovely 8 viewers though, so that's nice. We can time stop chats and stuff. That's cool. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll tab back into the game so we can watch it. Kala goes air. What the fuck is he on about? Like what? Scouts? Okay, yeah, because scouts are so good against what? Stalkers? I don't agree with that assessment from Kyosuke. Oh, someone's just taking this here, 3 bases. You know, I wonder if someone would like cheat, right? Wouldn't that be dastardly if someone cheated? Let me check the view list here, make sure no one's cheating. Well, Summer is still on the viewer list, but Summer wouldn't cheat for his own game, would he? Can you imagine the bad publicity? Be like, oh yeah, this mod author for this thing like cheats in tournaments. He like stream snipes. Well, oh, looks like Summer's rallying to the gold. He wants those big bucks, man. Okay, so I think we gonna see. I was gonna make a prediction about like Zerglings and like lurkers and mutas, but I don't really know. Like honestly, I have no idea how this matchup is gonna play out. So we'll just watch. I think the best way though is that Zerg are probably one of the few races that can just easily out-expand an infested player. Right? It's like, well, if you're gonna do your bullshit infested commander opening that just no one can beat because it's stupid, then you know, I'll just make 3 bases, one of them is gold, right? And it's like, you know, can the Infested really cover that much space? I mean, maybe. They could probably get to this gold base a decent amount of time, but whatever. So Summer's saturating that gold base real quick, which I guess is a smart idea. I didn't even think of that, honestly. But saturating the gold base is better than saturating, like, you know, the blue. Fucking blue. Blue sucks. Actually, blue is my second favorite color, so it doesn't suck as much as it's just not worth as much as the gold mineral field. So, that's nice. What the heck? Something happened here. Probably not watching the map as well as I should. Soaring Roost here. So Kyosuke might just be going for Corruptors. Looks like he made a few like safety roaches. So if you're going Corruptors, you want to get all 3 gas mining pretty quick, right? Because if you don't have all 3 of your gas mining, you're just not going to have enough gas for Corruptors. So did Zerglings come in? And I'm like, oh, jeez. Infested commanders are like, hey, we're overpowered, dude. Zerglings are like I give a fuck. I'm just looking around. Word. Anyway, so I wonder what kind of tech. Is this a triple? So I imagine we're going to see some ground game here with the triple evolution chamber for 3 upgrades at once. A lot of Hydralisks, a lot of Zerglings, you know? So it doesn't seem like a very ground heavy army for either. And if Kyosuke was planning on going air, kind of a pathetic attempt considering the Soaring Roost and a lack of stockpiled resources to just make a bunch of corruptors. He might just like make a couple, but doesn't seem like that was what his plan was. So he's just saturating his bases, and I presume Summer is going to have, yeah, a better economic advantage. Also, I'm sorry for the audio quality, but earlier in the day it was probably fine, but now that the sun is out, shining, gotta have this air conditioner on, man. I'm gonna burn up in here. Computer's just gonna explode, and then you won't have a stream anymore, so I'm gotta keep it on and off here. Okay. I also feel it killing my soul is the other thing, so that's not good. I mean, you guys don't care, but I do. Well, it looks like there was some sneaky little thing. He probably just soaring roosted into his base some roaches. He drop potted roaches into the base, which doesn't really take much skill or is fun to see. In my opinion, maybe you like to see it. I'm sorry. It looks like we have another set of drop pods here. So this is one of those things that I think makes Infested really good on this map, is that because of all the long distances, normally, right, on average you would think, well, you can't just ground attack someone instantly or do a drop, but because Infested have globals, they can just poop them out on top of your guys and be a real hindrance, a real nuisance. So you have to generate that 150 energy each time you want to do that, though. So that's kind of annoying. From each of the main bases, that's how the drop pods come out. So 7 roaches each. So you could just drop pod 14 roaches somewhere if you want. But it doesn't look like that's the case here. Summer's going with the strong ground army. Even though he had spore colonies to potentially defend this, you know, against like drops or something, drop pods just don't have counterplay. They just come out. So there's not really anything you can do about that. So, but the cooldown is there. So now there's not much that Kyosuke, I think, really can do here in terms of offense. He can just kind of hold this ground up here. The Zerglings going in. Hopefully they'll wait for their Hydralisk friends before trying to like really do a fight. It looks like Summer has some upgrades here for these guys. He doesn't have the... well, actually he does. Okay. They have the movement speed and the +1 range, I believe? Yeah. So Kyosuke just holding right here between his bases, the appropriate kind of thing to do. Kyosuke's 3rd is now up, and it seems like his economy is still doing pretty well. Summer taking his 4th, so I think that, you know, the Swarm being ahead in bases isn't so bad this time. Probably going to go for the quick snipe on this. Oh, didn't get it, unfortunately. He sees all the units and is like, oh, geez, that's pretty good. Maybe I won't fight this guy. No harass coming out from either player, really, except for a few of those drop pods. And, what's the energy like? He'll be ready to do another drop pod kind of run soon if he, well, this one, his main is definitely ready. Looks like he's supply blocked. Jeez, what a loser. And the ant, as, was it Pacharoo says, I think his name was? I forget his name. Something Aru. Patrolling like ants, you know, just letting them dance around. It's really quite hypnotic. But, let's see, what's Summer doing? Summer, again, that triple evolution bay, or evolution chamber, is very telling of what he wants to do with this game. The Queen's Nest coming, so yeah, Hive Tech showing up. And where is... he does have a Broodmother level 2 here, so... still no, like, kind of tier 3 Hive, you know, because the Broodmother being at level 3 is kind of like the Hive Tech, right? Though, I think it happens pretty quick. It doesn't take very long. 21 seconds just to make a hive. Honestly, I think some of these numbers need to be changed, especially for both of the Zerg races. Like, you know, they just really morph a little too quick for my liking, in my opinion. But, whatever. Let's see here. All bases mining. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some are working on his 5th. Kyosuke on his 3rd. Looks like there's a bit of, like, you know, not necessarily fighting here, but just kind of some sparring, some scuffling, if you would, a skirmish Ooh, fungal growth on that big Zerg army, kind of treating it like a marine ball here. So some are doing the appropriate micro here, just kind of like shooting and moving, shooting and moving. That's really what you have to do against like roaches and arachnids. You want those roaches to come forward away from the cover fire and kind of snipe them off. So some are doing a really great job here. That's the kind of micro I like to see for beating infested. That's really the way you have to do it. Infested will win if you just kind of sit there and let them surround you and allow their fights. So the best way to deal with that, keep that mobility. If your units have high mobility, use it. Don't just let them surround you and beat you up. Summer looks like he's taking yet another base here. Kyosuke falling a bit behind. The economies are pretty even, though Summer does seem to be jumping ahead just a tad, right? As long as he saturates these bases, make sure he gets these geysers. You definitely want your gases there so you can, use potentially all these upgrades here. Oh, get that fucking upgrade. Well, soon. I presume he's going to probably get like evolutionary optimization, the spawning pool upgrade, maybe the simple gestation or rapid gestation where Zergling spawn in groups of 3. So that's a pretty good one. He's probably going to get him getting some Ultralisks. Said to not see that melee attack going to level 3. But it looks like he's coming on. Wow, nice big wide open line here. And the Zerg forces just clashing with each other, being very angry. Roaches coming in and spawning. He did snipe the hatchery, and that's the gold hatchery too. That's going to be a nice economic advantage here. It looks like Kyosuke hasn't spent all of his resources yet, and he is sniping off some of these units. Hydros, again, sniping, fight, snipe, go, 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 run. A lot of movement. That's what you want to see. I think that the infested, it's just so hard to fight them in a straight-up fight with almost any race's units. Even like the Kala have a hard time unless they have a good AoE blast to just burn them up or put storms on them or repulsors or something like that to deal with the really strong forward position that the infested can have. So here, again, Kyosuke in a good position to defend both of his bases, able to, hold what he needs to. It looks like Summer probably going in for another snipe here. Oh, again, that kind of economic thing. Oh, geez, wow. Sorry, I'm losing my words here, but going for the economic snipe there is really the way to do it, especially considering that he has such a severe economic lead. He just needs to basically continue this all the way up until 200 supply. Let these upgrades kick into 3-3, and Kyosuke, it looks like he is at 2-1, where Summer could be at 3-3-3. Now he realizes that his melee isn't, and he's like, oh shit. I think that was part of his plan to have those upgrades. So I'd like to see an Ultralisk Den from somewhere here, but maybe I missed it. I'm not sure. Can he just make Ultralisks? Oh, he does have an Ultralisk Den somewhere. And one of these many bases, maybe? Or maybe I'm just missing it because I'm stupid. Hydra Den? Spawning Pool? Queen's Nest? Oh, that's the Ultralisk Cavern. Okay. Great. Okay, sorry, there's a bit of fighting. They were just sort of skirmishing in the middle here. So it looks like neither of them really want to cross this bridge, it looks like. So those Ultralisk upgrades, +1 armor and some extra movement speed. That's good. This is definitely the right choice, I think. This very mobile, quick, fast, hard-hitting, in-and-out kind of raider type, just go in and beat him up and then leave. And it looks like he's actually getting a lot of work done here to the point where it might even be hard for Kyosuke to just fight him in a straight-up fight now due to like the kind of economic losses he suffered. Those, ooh, this does not look good. The Brood Hosts coming out, though, maybe they can do something. Although the Zerglings sort of swarming in, Brood Hosts do not deal with lots of little targets very well. They're kind of like carriers. They got to individually lock on to each of their targets. And there's a big, wide spread here for Summer. And I don't even think he could come back from this anymore. The Hydralisks are just like, the mobility they have, I think, is really hard for Infested to deal with here. And they have enough life to not really die to those, the fungal growths here for Summer. So Summer, mod creator, mod author, showing that he knows how to play this game, it seems, That's good. Very good. A nice showing by Kyosuke, although he's about to make an excuse, I'm sure. Oh, I have some water. Thank you, Lo. But I need to go get some more. It looks like now Rennie is going to be playing. Let's see. Rennie playing soon? Question mark? Yeah, see, there's his excuse, right? You always have to make an excuse if you lose. You can never just say, good game, you beat me. Good luck in the tournament. You always got to make an excuse. Never once can you just acknowledge the opponent's skill. Never. That's not what we're playing here. That's not sportsmanship. Pfft. Bunch of losers, right? Who's going to do that? Alright, let me tell my friend here that